Ullo, man, welcome to Man Roses.
What's good, bro?
Thanks. Yeah, man, this interview right here, 2 years in the making, man. We got this thing booked all the way since 2020. We're getting it done in 2022.
In due time, man.
Facts, man. So just tell me what you've been having going on, man. How long it's been since you've been rapping, and you know what you've been having in motion.
Well, I started rapping like early. Like I fell in love with music early. Like I'd say about 12, 13. I was really locked in on that music shit. I wasn't rapping yet. I started rap. I made my first song when I was 14. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. The nigga that I used to work with, like the first nigga who ever called me, he just got killed. That shit crazy. But made my first song at like 14. I was still kind of shy with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to know I'm rapping. Nigga, I don't want nigga laughing at me and shit. You feel me? So when I turned about 16, I started taking it serious. Like I dropped my first song, like really, you know, dropped my first shit. And but you know, nigga ain't had that mindset of like business side or how to promote my shit or how to get it out. I just thought I was cool. But I go back and listen to my shit, I wasn't really as cool as I thought. You feel me? So yeah, about 16.
Straight up. So you born and raised in the city?
Yeah, I was born at Tulane. You hear me? I grew up on the West Bank. Kind of grew up on both sides. Like all my partners on this side. You feel me? Nigga had a car when they were like 15, so you know, I was living in the East, but I was going to Eric. I went to Giant Eric, so kind of on both sides. Like I'm known on both sides, so you know what I mean?
Talk about your experience coming up.
Fuck, it was fun. Like fun coming up. I wouldn't like we struggled, but fuck, you know. I remember like hard times and shit like that, but like it was fun to me. Like nigga ain't realize how fucked up shit was until we went to Texas for Katrina. Like we moved to Texas for Katrina. And that's when I started to realize like the shit that I'm seeing ain't normal. Like shit that I'm used to, niggas in Texas ain't never even seen before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I'm grateful for going to Texas because it's like that shit showed me a lot as far as to day and night of like, you know, this shit ain't normal. Like the shit that going on in the city, that shit not normal.
So
people not
different
going,
side.
yeah, people not going through that shit nowhere else. You feel me?
So where your love for music come from?
My stepdaddy, rest in peace. That boy just died February last year, so it's about to be a year since that boy died. You know? But like he really had me on. He really influenced me, like, and I didn't even know that he influenced me to do the shit. But he really, that's where my first love for music came from. Cause that boy listened to all types of shit. I'm talking about Scarface, DJ Quick, Easy E, NWA, fucking KRS-One, Hot Boys, Jay-Z. I used to hate Jay-Z. Cause like, you know, he beefing with Wayne. I'm a Wayne head, so fuck. Nigga ain't fucking with no Jay-Z. I ain't listening to that shit. I don't want to hit none of that shit. And that boy always used to tell me like, man, this the nigga. Early on, and fuck. Now that boy my favorite rapper. Like, that's one of my biggest influences, him and Nipsey.
So talk about the impact your stepfather had on your life, you know, just besides the music stuff.
Man, like that shit, that's like the saying, you gotta cherish your people while they're here. It's real though. I ain't never tell my stepdad I love him. But like I wish I could've, you feel me? And I really do love that boy, and like he like, when I started to think, like I'm a man now, so when I was a kid I couldn't really comprehend like what he meant to a nigga, you feel me? So like he didn't really know how to show love as far as like on some one-on-one shit. Like his way and his mind of showing love was like financially. Like that boy was always there. He married my mama, he was like 24. Right. Probably younger than that, like 23. And she already had 2 kids, so you feel me? Like it take a strong man to do some shit like that. Right. You feel me? I ain't realized that shit till, you know.
What about your biological father? Y'all got a relationship?
Yeah, thanks. I don't live with him no more, but like I lived with my daddy, like going to high school and shit. Cause I moved back to the city when I was 15. So I was living in Texas. I moved for Katrina, came back when I was 15. When I came back, I was staying with him. Like he played a big part of my life, you know what I'm saying? But I just could appreciate my stepdaddy. Right. You know, how they defer. My daddy like a real street nigga, like he like, you know, I was idolizing that shit. Like he a street nigga, he was to jail, all type of shit. My stepdaddy wasn't really like that type of nigga, you feel me? So like, as a man, I could really appreciate him more than, you know, how I was looking at him when I was young. Like I'm looking at, man, this nigga like a straight regular nigga. Like,
right.
You know I'm looking at my daddy like an idol because he's screaming.
Right. You know, and I feel like coming up out here, it's like a lot of stuff that people could get caught up in. You know, you got partners and stuff, you know, that go rather choose the streets instead of, you know, just, you know, like regular everyday stuff. So was there any pressure on you to feel like, man, you know, I want to go do this street shit? Like you said, you idolize your daddy.
Of course. Fucking right. Like, that's what I was into. Like, I'm trying to do, like, sell piff, hang with niggas who in beef and getting, you know what I'm saying? Niggas sliding, all type of crazy shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what, I mean, in New Orleans, that's just, that's what you gonna do. Like,
right.
Even if you were, like me, I was always like a fresh nigga chilling, fucking with the hoes and shit. And it was just like, but you just engulfed in that. Like, your partner beefing with a nigga, and you in that shit. Like, nigga looking at you, gotta watch your ass too. Like, nigga ain't about to spray you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it's like, you ain't got no choice. Like, yeah, it's what it is. Right. You feel me? Like, unless you about to be a lame nigga or some shit. Like.
So what about fashion? I see you got the drip on, man. You see you fresh nigga, you know, like fucking with the females and stuff. Talk about where your fashion sense come from, and you know how you got into that.
I don't even know, bro. Like, I don't even know. Probably in the city. You know, nigga always wanted to be fresh. I don't know, bro. I can't even tell you, my big brothers and shit used to get fresh, nigga wanted to be like them, but they, my dad and my mom would be fresh too, like they ain't, you know what I'm saying, they know how to dress, and that's where they come from.
And, you know, obviously you still an up and coming artist, rising artist. Talk about, you know, what's your process like as far as trying to make it out of the city, get your name known and whatnot?
Well, it used to be, like we were saying for the camera came on, like, I thought I was cold, so I'm blue. You feel me? And that ain't even the case, cause like I started to think, like I know I've been cold. I'm confident in that. I know I can rap. I know I got the talent, my ability. So I used to think that was enough. But like I slowly started to realize, like, how people gonna know I'm cool if I ain't putting my shit out there, like as far as the promotion necessary, as far as the groundwork, like getting out there, putting my posters up, talking to people, networking, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I used to just rely on, so that shit was like a good and a bad thing, cause like I'm good, I'm talented, but it was like, it fucked my head up, cause I didn't think I had to do the necessary shit to, you know, get where I'm trying to go at. And I'm really trying to make it out, like, I'm just like, right now, dog, I just feel it, like the confidence that I got right now in 2022, dog, is just crazy. Like, I can just feel this shit about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know what I need to do now. You know what I'm saying?
Is one of your focus on like making your name known in New Orleans, or are you trying to reach different like cities? Or you know, what's your game plan as far?
So like my brother, them boys, like they always be telling me like I gotta go like to Houston or like Atlanta, cause niggas like down here, niggas not gonna appreciate my shit, you know what I'm saying, my music, bro.
As far as like your style of rapping?
Style, you know what I'm saying? Cause New Orleans ain't never been no lyrical city, like, like the most lyrical niggas we got probably J Electronica,
right,
fucking Mystical, and of course Wayne, but like, other than that, it's like gangster shit, like Juvenile, BG, straight raw shit, like it ain't no, nigga ain't really rapping it, that's like some up north shit, you feel me? So niggas, I feel like people ain't gonna catch on, but I also feel like that lane wide open, like that shit gotta come here at some point, like I could be that nigga to lead that way, you know what I'm saying? And young niggas who like me, you know what I'm saying, they feel like they don't fit the criteria.
Well, what you think about like people like Currency or whatnot?
Spitter, I feel like he ain't no lyrical. Spitter he could rap.
Right.
Like I don't feel like he no lyrical nigga though. Like he more cool nigga, like swag rap, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like a lifestyle rap.
Lifestyle rap. He gonna say some cool shit that's gonna.
Nah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing you brought that up, cause like at a point, like the music got a big influence on the youth. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the city, cause we got a murder culture. So like at one point, Spitter had niggas chilling. Like we was going on Canal for skate D, wearing fucking, you know,
right,
like weed socks and
Chuck
all
Taylors
diamond supply,
yeah,
Chuck Taylors and shit. Like Spitter had a nigga mind on some whole other shit, like for a little second. Like nigga wasn't worrying about all these guns and shit. Like nowadays, these young niggas worrying about guns and shit cause a young boy and, you know, niggas who about to talk that gangster shit. Fuck, so I won't lead that charge to niggas could see that. You ain't gotta do that. Like you could be a cool nigga, fresh nigga. Like you could, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be, cause like in New Orleans, your status comes from gangster shit, murder. Like you ain't really getting no status no other kind of way.
Right.
It's rare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like down here, you get more popular for killing somebody than you do
Right.
for getting money.
Fucking right.
Right.
Nigga be broke, a broke killer and the most popular nigga out there.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
This shit crazy.
You know how that go though, son.
So like by you seeing that and you know just noticing that it's hard to break it out, come from out here if you ain't talking about gangster shit. But do you still feel like, damn, like this my city? I still, you know, want put on for my city.
I love this bitch, bro. And
Right.
every day I'm in this bitch, I'm niggas spoofing, like, cause niggas get killed every day, literally
Right.
every day. So it's like, you never know, dog. And I ain't gonna sound spooking, but like, my mind be on that. Like,
You gotta have a certain
you gotta
mindset
have that
being
certain
out
mindset.
here.
I'm sorry, what you say? What the question was?
I don't even remember when we had kind of
yeah,
like banged
yeah,
out.
yeah, but yeah, still you gotta.
Another thing I was thinking about, like New Orleans, by me doing this, I see a lot of like creative people and whatnot, and still, like you say, a lot of the gangster stuff outside the creativity. But New Orleans really is a naturally creative city in its essence.
This is rock and roll and jazz and shit started out here.
Right.
Like, Dave Bartholomew, I'm cool with that boy grandson and shit. Like he started rock and roll, like
Right.
that's what they see. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy. Like out here, like people come get their sauce out here. If you hear like Kodak, the way he talk, that shit come from out here. Like these niggas be saying woo,
Right.
all that type
Definitely
of shit.
got a major influence.
You know what I'm saying? Like New Orleans, everywhere you look, New Orleans got their hand on that shit.
Right. But it's been a minute since the artist really, you know, I say probably since Currency, and he ain't really, well, besides Currency, it's been a minute since the artist really popped off from out of New Orleans, like to hit that mainstream level.
The biggest one is NINO.
NINO, yeah, now you
You got
got
Ride for 9, bro.
Ride for 9 coming up.
So we gotta get behind that, bro.
Right.
The whole city need to stream that boy shit, even if you don't like that nigga. Stream that nigga shit. Get behind that boy, cause he gon' bust the wall down for us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Everybody else gon' right behind him. That's how Young Boy did for Beyond.
Right.
Like people don't realize that shit, bro. Niggas be hating in the city, dog.
Right. Why you feel like it got so much like hate rooted in New Orleans?
Cause everybody wanna be that nigga.
Right.
So like, if I can't be that nigga, I'ma hate on the nigga who really that nigga. Like,
Just as
Niggas-
simple as that.
right, that's what it is. Niggas be hating because they ain't got the drive and the confidence and the ambition that another nigga got. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be stagnant and happy with what you got and don't want more like them. So,
Right.
that's what it is.
Nah, so from me interviewing artists, you definitely got like a different little swagger about yourself. So just speak on, you know, what's some stuff that separates you from other artists?
My mindset. I feel like I'm better than these niggas at rapping. I feel like ain't nobody fucking with me. Probably like Chad. You know Chad?
Chad, yeah, facts.
Chad, that nigga a monster. Him. And other than that, bro, I don't.
He still been driving?
I don't know. I ain't heard from him in a minute.
Yeah, I don't think he really be driving like that no more.
He a fucking monster.
Right.
Nigga sleep on him. But anyway, like besides that, I don't feel like nobody can fuck with me, like especially on the lyrical shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what separated me from these niggas. And I'm not too big headed, or I know that I got room to improve. You know what I'm saying? And I know, damn, I don't know what the word I'm trying to use, but like I know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But basically, what I'm trying to say is like, I know that what I gotta do to get about this fight. I know what I gotta do to make my mark. You feel me? I feel like I need to make my mark before I leave. As soon as I get my little buzz, I'm gonna
You right?
I write, like what I usually do is I write half of my shit, and then when I get in the studio, I just punch the rest. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That way it could be like an authentic vibe or right then and there. Cause like I started noticing, like when I write my shit, I lose that emotion that I had when I was writing it. So what I started doing is making voice memos on my phone, and like when I get in the studio, I play that bitch, and you can hear the energy and hear the cadence that I had, and that way my shit could sound like I just thought about it. You feel me?
Right.
Instead of I'm reading it off of paper.
And you what the fuck was I about to say? Damn, I had my next question on top of my head. Oh, I know what I was about to say. You got a project coming out. I know you was telling me. I don't know if I could say about the single you got coming out. You say you got a single that you want to lead off with NINO, Calvin. So what was that like? You know, working with Calvin. You know, just getting your project together.
It was a little process. I ain't gonna lie, man. I know like niggas be busy, and then he probably looking at my shit like this nigga ain't serious about this shit. Cause like if you look at my page, you don't think I be working. You feel me? Cause I like the whole 2021, I ain't put out no music. Just off the fact of you know, my stepdaddy had died February, my cousin had died in January. So like my whole year was consumed in that type of shit, but also I was like making my plan. Like I was working the whole year.
How important is it to have a plan? So
it's so important, dog. Otherwise you just out here spinning your wheels, you know what I'm saying? You running in place. Cause I got good music, son, that ain't got no views on it. Like I got good music that ain't nobody heard. I'm just like it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But that was me without a plan, just dropping shit. Like I said, I'm thinking my shit cool, I'ma just drop it and whatever happens, nigga gonna retweet my shit and share my shit, whatever.
right.
And I got a good support system, but still I want more. Yeah, I forgot.
The project.
Yeah, so back to my project. Or the song with NINO, how it was working with him. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? It was a little process, you know, just getting them to fuck with me. But like when it took a minute for me to get him to like, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't even hear my shit, but once he did hear my shit, the boy called me on FaceTime like, be hard, son, you know what I'm saying? He trying to fuck with a nigga.
Right. Cause I don't think a lot of people don't know that NINO really, I think he a big fan of actual hip hop. Like he really like bars.
I was on the phone, I was telling that boy like your early shit, like nigga was a huge fan. Like I'm a big fan of you.
Right.
Niggas scared to say that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I really fuck with that boy. Like nigga, I was in high school listening to this.
Right.
You feel me? Like people don't realize how long that boy
career span. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like
been in it for a minute.
For a minute, and he the only nigga. Like
right.
That's what I be saying. Like nigga gotta tip their head off to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that boy called me. He was just like, my shit hard. Like he fucking with me and shit. And, you know. So it was cool.
Thanks. So what's you most excited about? You know, for the project.
I'm most excited about the business side, though, because I got that part together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm most excited to apply this plan that I've been working on for the whole 2021 and a little bit of 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm excited about applying that plan and seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Manifesting into what I know it can manifest into. That's what I'm most excited about. Ain't even the music, because I know I've been making good music. You know what I'm saying? Even though this music is like levels ahead of what I used to make, but it's still like I've been dropping good music, so it ain't really like I ain't excited for that. I'm excited to see how this shit is like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you raise that bitch and like what it grow up to be. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about this project.
What's some advice that you'll give your younger self?
Should have been on that business shit, like on that walking and shit. Man.
How you went about learning about the business side of things?
Just being a student of the game, studying niggas, watching Jay-Z, how he do this shit. Nipsey Hussle, a huge part of that shit. Like seeing where that nigga come from, and he really grinded on his own. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I learned about it, like studying niggas like that. Jay-Z and how 5 labels turned him down, so he created his own label.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I got the talent, so I know if I get my business side together, then it only could work. Like, it ain't no failure. You know what I'm saying? So that.
Right. So you got anything else that you'd like to add?
Nah. Tune in a nigga tape, you hear me? My shit drop on January 12th. You hear me? That's my birthday as well. My Instagram is at Young Ullo, Twitter at Young Ullo. My Apple Music and shit is Ullo. Feel me? Find me on YouTube, Ullo. Stay tuned, man. I'm telling y'all, this the year.
Y'all go tap in, man. Like I said again, I appreciate you for doing the interview with us, dog. It's love.
You know that.